Welcome back to the Undead Crew. We just got ourselves the treasure, loaded it on our ship, and we're sailing towards the horizon. Why not? Once the sun sets and the sky darkens, you feel at home in the night, as if it is as dark as your heart. Bam, 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 bam. Right. So this is the ending I didn't want to show you, but it was quite dramatic, so I thought why not. Actually, it was my mistake to show you this ending. So maybe I will show you a different ending now. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I'm not sure if this will give me the ending I want. But if it doesn't, then I'll just give up, and then you just have to search for your own favorite ending. So let's. This time we will play along with Liak and do everything he says. You decide to play along for now. You put a defeated look on your face and follow the henchman to the center of the room. A squeaking noise causes you to look up, and you see a bucket descending from the hole in the ceiling. It's the bucket from the well above. Now you're on the other end of it, but not exactly as you imagined it to be. One of the henchmen grabs the bucket and orders you to collect the treasure into it. This is going to take forever, you think to yourself as you kneel down and start filling the bucket with coins. It's an arduous task, and the zombies seem to enjoy seeing you do all the work. They have no intention to help you. Finally, you filled your first bucket. You wiped the sweat from your brow. Not enough, one of the undead groans. You grab some more coins and throw them in, so that the bucket is filled to the rim. The zombies seem to have their fun with you. Good, good, one of them groans. Finally you pull the rope and some unknown person hoists the contents of the bucket up and out of the cave. You take a moment to rest and consider your next step, but there's little you can do right now, with the zombies observing every move you make. After a while the empty bucket arrives again. Now sleep, you, the undead command and poke you with a stick to get going. And so it goes. Little by little you collect the treasure, loads upon loads. You do this over and over again for what seems an eternity. As you collect more and more treasure, you notice that you cannot see the coins properly anymore, that you begin to hear voices. A strange feeling is coming over you. You feel abnormally tired and drained. You suspect this is the effect of the treasure starting to suck away your life. You are glad when the last bits of treasure are hoisted up, and you hope that not too much damage has been done. Your turn, says one of the undead crewmen who is missing an ear. Your turn, get in. He is pointing to the bucket. You comply with the crewman's order and head off to sit in the bucket. Already as you do so, you begin to question your decision to follow the commands. But then again, what option do you really have in this situation? As you're hoisted up, you look down with longing eyes at your grandfather. It feels weird to have to leave him back there, alone. Maybe he thinks now that you have failed him. Slowly your grandfather disappears from view, and you turn your head, looking up. It's a long journey up there. You wonder if you made the right choice as you reach the top of the well and are roughly pulled out to the ground by yet another crew member. The undead groans at you in a very zombie-like way and is soon joined by a couple of others to make sure you are well guarded. The idyllic sounds of the birds now appear as a mere travesty to your situation. The undead surround you and guide you back to the path that leads back down to the beach. From your vantage point you can see small groups of crewmen carrying the loads of treasure into the Tempest. Upon closer inspection, you notice that the men carrying the treasure are the prisoners from your boat, and they are being treated roughly by the dead crewmen. Your escorts are not currently paying much attention to you. There might be a chance if you only act quickly. You let the crewmen lead you down the path and back to the Tempest. The crew and its slaves are busily getting the treasure stored away and the ship ready for sail. You look back once more at the isle, but one of the crew members shows you further. Reluctantly you step onto the ship. The crew and its slaves are busily getting the treasure stored away and the ship ready for sail. You are surrounded by your enemies, and each further step you take makes you aware of the hopelessness of the situation. The growling of your hosts doesn't help the situation. Finally, one of the crewmen opens the door and takes you down into the bows of the ship. He throws you in a corner, all the while you still stare at the loads of gold. "You'll be here," he makes clear. "I go now." Then he leaves the room, locking the trapdoor behind him. You look around the room and notice only a small hole in the side of the ship, letting light in. You instinctively rush back to the trapdoor and try to open it, but with no luck. Then you calm down and look around. They locked you in the storage area of the treasure, with the treasure. The treasure is piled high all around you. You cannot go anywhere without touching it or stepping on it. It is all here. Not only that, but there is a small hole in the side of the ship, letting light in. You stumble over